Hey guys, I'm looking like a clown today because Kristen's a dumbass and she left her makeup at her parents' house when she was there 2 weeks ago, and she has no makeup or makeup brushes, so she attempted to make everything work. And yes, I did just refer to myself in the third person. I do that quite a lot, and one of my roommates thinks it's really weird, but I don't do it in public. I do it like in my apartment or when I'm talking to myself. It's cool. It's not weird. I swear. So that's why I'm looking like a clown today, but yeah. Let's go ahead and jump into this. So this video, I've been watching some AuthorTube-ish type videos, people's writing videos, and it's like, oh, I want to make one of those. So I don't know if I might turn this into a series. I might not. Depends. We'll find out. But if I do, it'll have a title, and there will be a playlist it'll be in, and there will be more videos. Probably there might be more videos. This is going to be a series. There won't be videos very often, but this will be a series. So it'll be titled down below. You know, it's whatever. So today, I'm just gonna kind of talk about me and my writing experiences and me. So, hello, for those of you who have never joined this channel, my name is Kristen. Please watch some of my other videos, preferably ones where I'm more coherent and not brain dead after almost a full week of school. So, hello, my name is Kristen. I am a junior in college at the University of Central Oklahoma. My major, of course, is creative writing, because who on freaking BookTube that is in college is not a creative writing major? I thought I was so original. Just kidding, no I didn't. I'm like the least original person ever. So, this will be, like I said, my writing things. So I started writing around the age of 14, 15. It was my freshman year of high school. I had kind of written stuff, but never really, because I just, I don't know, I didn't feel like I had a platform to read. Like, I had a desktop computer at my house, and I had like a journal, but like I was never like super into writing. Like, I liked it, like I liked to read, and then it all changed my freshman year of high school. So my little sister's best friend, who basically lived with us, she's at our house like all the time, it was ridiculous, she started writing, and I don't think she writes anymore to this day, which is really sad because I did enjoy some of her work. She started writing on this website, and she introduced me and my sister to it. So all three of us, when she would stay, we would all take our laptops out and we would write all together, and then we'd have each other read over some of the stuff, be like, what do you think? And it was really cool, and I wish I had that experience still like here today. I don't know, it felt very safe, part of it, so I think that's why I enjoyed it so much, whereas I will get into that later. So she introduced us into this website called Wattpad, which I had never heard of, and I think it's quite popular now. A lot of people are on it, and basically you create an account, it's free, you can just read stories, or you can write, or you can do both. I did both. Originally I created it to read, and I was reading fan fictions and other stories. Like, there's a lot more than just fan fiction, but like my feed was just filled with fan fiction because that's what I read. And then I decided I wanted to start writing because Hannah was writing. So I was like, I want to write. But at this time, One Direction was very big, and a lot of the popular stories were One Direction fan fiction. And I admit, I did read them because I was a fan of One Direction. I personally still like them. Not like, I wouldn't listen to them every day, but I enjoy the occasional throwback song to jam in the car. Not gonna lie. So I decided I wanted to start writing, and I told myself strictly, like, I am not going to write One Direction fanfiction. Everybody writes One Direction fanfiction. I want people to like my story because it's good, not because it has One Direction in it. So I started writing, and I just remember the first story I ever wrote on there, which I don't even think I finished. I wrote like a couple chapters and then deleted it because I realized it was complete shit. And I'm so glad there is no form that this still exists, because it was awful. Like, and I probably shouldn't have been writing it, because little 14, 15-year-old Kristen was writing about a runaway stripper. And it was, all that I remember was that it was very dark and very violent. So Kristen should not have been writing that, but she did. And then I deleted it because I was like, no, this is complete shit. I don't like it. And then what did Kristen go ahead and do? She went ahead and jumped on the freaking bandwagon, and I started to write One Direction fanfiction. Let's all just take a moment to hate myself as much as I hate myself. So I started writing because all of a sudden these ideas were coming to me, and I was like, oh my god, I can do it. And so I started writing. I wrote, I had 3 stories that I was working on to finish, and one of them was an Niall fanfiction, and it centered around my little sister's best friend, and yeah, that was complete shit. Although it's still published to this day, and I finished it, and I started a sequel, and I'm like, ooh, Kristen, why? It was so bad, but it has quite a few thousand views on it, so, and I still get people commenting on it today, so I'm like, interesting. Yeah, so I did that. I had a Harry Styles fanfiction that quite a few people liked, and I liked it, and what I'm most proud of is I wrote the ending when I was halfway through the story. I don't think I ever finished it. I think I was a couple chapters from finishing it, but I wrote the ending for the story, and I am a very big music person. I listen to music all the time. I listen to music when I do my homework, when I shower, when I'm reading, and something that really helps me when I write is music. I tend to try to find music to the mood I'm trying to write to, and this song had been leaked by Harry Styles and this other dude that I don't remember, called Don't Let Me Go, and everybody loved it. I loved it. I personally still love it. It makes me cry every time I listen to it, and I was listening to that while I was writing the ending, and I honestly feel like I'm really proud of the ending. It really held a lot of emotion, and I feel like that's why I like it. It never got published, never sold a day, but I like it, and I probably won't like it if I went back and read it today, but I was really proud of it when I wrote it, because I was like, this is all my emotion and it goes with the song, but it's whatever. So there was that one, and then the third one I had that didn't quite have so much, which was very interesting because the other 2 books I wasn't trying to make very comical. They were just kind of a contemporary, one, the Harry Styles one was a summer romance type thing, and then the Niall one was just a romance type thing with a bunch, a shit ton of drama. Oh my god, I put so much drama into that story. And then this third book basically really reminds me of that book Kill the Boy Band, which is funny because I started writing this book my freshman year of high school, and basically it centers around this group of girls, and they kidnap One Direction, and it was just very funny, very comical, probably a complete piece of shit, but I just thought it was so funny because I just was thinking what are the craziest things I could pull out and just have happen here, and I really enjoyed it. And part of the reason I think why I enjoyed it so much is because all of the characters were actually based off of me and my friend group, so I really enjoyed doing that so much. Yeah, needless to say, 2 of those stories are actually no longer posted. I still have them saved in my drafts, but I unpublished them since they added that feature. The other one is still published, which probably needs to be taken down because it's so bad. But so I wrote One Direction fanfiction for quite a while. I wrote flash fiction pieces, and I had a bunch of I had a shit ton of stories started that I had posted little excerpts from for people to read and get excited about, and some of those stories I want to keep the ideas and just change the characters. I mean, that's what that one chick that wrote After did. After, for those of you who don't know, was this massively loved Harry Styles fan fiction, and I literally read like the first 3 chapters and cringed so hard. I was like, why do people like this? I don't understand. But basically, she wrote 3 books on Wattpad, took them to a publisher, changed the name basically, and now there's 4 books published. And I see them all the time when I go to the store. I'm like, why? It's so bad. And it kind of like romanticizes a abusive relationship. So no. But so that was the plan. So then coming into junior, senior year of high school, Kristen was like, hell no, I love One Direction, but I'm tired of writing about them. So I started playing around with other story ideas, and I had one that was kind of a dystopian-esque type novel that I have not touched in a really long time, called Soulmates, and it's about basically we're in a utopian type society and everybody is born with a tattoo, birthmark type thing, and you are supposed to find your soulmate, and your soulmate is supposed to have this like exact same tattoo as you, and it's a bunch of different things. Like I think our main character has a star tattoo right here on his wrist, which I think is funny because I've got my tattoo over here, but he's got like a star tattoo on his wrist, and it's supposed to be the same tattoo in the same place as your soulmate. And something, I can't quite remember what the plot is, I'd have to go look at stuff, but then something happens and he wants to take down the government, and he ends up running away into the mountains where they say the savages type people live, which is basically everybody who is like, fuck this society, I don't want to be part of this, let's go up here. And so he joins them, he meets a girl, and funny enough, her tattoo is the opposite of his. I think it's like a moon, or maybe his tattoo's a star or a sun, I don't know, but she has a moon and like, you know, all that jazz. And so then they're like plotting to take down the government because dystopians were really big, I guess, when I was wanting to write this. Actually, now that I think about the story idea, I'm like, God, I really want to go back and write that because it sounds so cool. And I think what's the coolest part about it is like, my roommate is like the best person in the world. I love Laura so much, and we've been roommates since freshman year of college, which is when I started writing this idea. I think I came up with it freshman year of college, and I like to bounce ideas off of her, and she likes to read my writing and like help me develop ideas, which I think is really great because I've got my own personal board to help me. But she helped me invent this idea, and so I'm like, now that I think about it, I'm like, God damn, that sounds so cool, I want to go back and write it. So I have that one. Another one is kind of a series that I want to do, and the series is called Tales from Orencia. I originally had that as the title for the first book, but now I don't think that's going to work, so I need to find a different title. I have 3 books kind of laid out. The 3rd book, not really so much. I just have like the magical-esque creature I want to deal with in that. But the first book is kind of very Wizard Oz-esque type, now that I think about it. And we follow this girl, I believe her name is Adeline. Like I said, it's been a really long time since I've looked at this, like a couple months. And she buys this book from this used bookstore, and once she reads it, she is transported into this world where she comes along some mythical creatures. I know for sure there's a satyr, there's a pixie, and there's something else, and I cannot for the life of me remember what it is. And basically, like I said, it's kind of Wizard of Oz-esque. They have to band together to get her to the city to destroy this evil, to get her sent back home. Then we have book 2. The way I have this series and I want it to be is I want it to be a series, but it's not a series you have to read in order. Each book deals with different characters, a different storyline. It's just within the same world, and you see passing by characters sometimes within them. So the second book, we follow a girl, and I cannot for the life of me remember what I named her, but she, kind of in a similar situation, she finds this book, and she has it, and her little brother is messing around in her room one day, and opens it and suddenly disappears. She cannot find where he went, and she's freaking out because mom's gonna kill her if she comes home and little brother is missing. She's then also transported into the book, but she's not put into the same area where her brother went. She's dropped off on this pirate ship with this very attractive captain, which, thinking about it, I'm pretty sure I based him off of like Captain Hook from Once Upon a Time, as well as like Captain Jack Sparrow, because Jack Sparrow always holds a place in my heart. But she has to, which I think like I kind of want to get like back into writing it, because their banter will be so great, because it's just, I have it in my head. It's so great. But she has to convince this pirate crew to help her try and save her brother, and it goes on from there. And then the third book deals with fairies. I don't really have a plot or anything for it, so yeah. I know these plots kind of sound really lame now that I'm saying them out loud, and they're like not in my head, but like I'm really excited for that. Other than that, like those are the stories I have. I haven't really touched any stories in a very long time. These are the 3 I like want to work on and like get going, and you know, if I deem them good enough, get them published, which is like a long way off, since Kristen has hardly any time. Why do I keep referring to myself as, since I hardly have any time to like personally write. I do a lot of reading for class. I have homework for class. I have writing for my creative writing class, which I just finished a piece for, and I posted up in my workshop, and I'm like really fucking terrified, because I'm just a nervous wreck when it comes to having other people like that I don't know like look at my work. Like I even get like a little like anxiety attack when I let Laura read my stuff, so I'm like a nervous wreck. Which I talked to one girl in my class today, because she was like, yeah, you posted your story, right? And I was like, oh yeah. And she's like, so she says some really nice things about it, so that makes me feel a lot better. I was like, I wasn't sure about it. I always hate myself after I do it, but I had to do it because it's class grade. So yeah, I do have some other things I've been writing. They're not really gonna ever be published because copyright issues. But the first one I've been working on for about a month. It's just like trying to find time to finish it, and it's a flash fiction piece based on something I found on Pinterest. And these stories are Harry Potter-esque. They take place in the Harry Potter world. This one I've been working on, you know, it's not going to be very big. It's just like a short scene piece. And going back to the founders of Hogwarts, Godric Gryffindor stumbles upon Salazar Slytherin dancing around in his bedroom chambers to Single Ladies by Beyonce in a very sleek, sexy black gown. And this originally started as a joke, because I saw the post and I showed it to Laura, and then we were just kind of like going back and forth with like what it would be like. I was like, oh my god, I have to write this. So I have that, and then I have like a collection of flash fiction pieces I also want to piece together that take place at Hogwarts, and the title I have now, but it's not really a title, is When You're a Muggle Born at Hogwarts, or something like that. It deals with a Muggle born. So basically it's just a bunch of collection of like short stories of what it's like being like a Muggle born at Hogwarts. So like one is a food fight is going to be a food fight in the Great Hall, and then one is trying to explain current Muggle slang to wizards. Another one is about glasses, which I think is particularly hilarious because I have been wearing glasses since I was in 3rd grade, and I am extremely blind. Like, it's not even funny. And growing up with glasses, I have always constantly been asked, can I try on your glasses? Can I try on your glasses? Can I try on your glasses? No, you can't, because I can't see. But just, you know, a Muggle born coming in and seeing a, you know, somebody that was raised in the world of and wearing glasses, and be like, oh my god, let me try on glasses, and then just being like, what the fuck, dude? No. And, you know, it'll be fun. I haven't started any of those pieces. Like, I started the Salazar Slytherin one. I haven't started the other ones, but I'm excited too because I think it'll be fun, and I enjoy writing that world. I also have some, I don't know if to call them flash fiction pieces. I don't even know if that's the right term I should be using for these, but like, I'm using them anyways because like, I don't feel like they're long enough to be a short story. But I like to call them song shots, and basically I am a very music-oriented person, and so I particularly like it when I write, especially if I can find a song that fits what mood I'm trying to write, like I had already mentioned with that one One Direction piece I wrote for the ending. I sometimes I will just find a song that hits me really hard, and I feel like I can imagine the scene playing out in my head, and so I have to write a scene for it. And I've done 4 of them up to this day. They're all One Direction ones, but I can easily go in and change the name. But so like I just pick songs and I write scenes to it, and it just got really fucking dark in here. Fuck you, son. Oh, now you're gonna come back? Now you're gonna play nice? But yeah, so that's my writing story. Just let me know down below, and if we want to talk about stuff, it'll be cool. Why am I talking this? I don't know. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short right now because I've been talking for way too long. So yeah, don't forget this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Let me know down if any of you guys write, anybody else used to write very embarrassing fan fiction, or is it just me? It's probably just me. And yeah, so I'll chat with you guys later. Until then, I will see you in my next video. Goodbye!